Alright guys, I'm here. Yes, Marathon, Snake and Doomsday, all made by Unfree. We used to have a lot of AIs made by Unfree participating to the Davis Cup. There used to be like 6 or 7 sometimes. And we had more this time with Mini EL, which participated for the first time in the team called Mini Power. Well, you're partially through Marathon, but I've got more than 3. I've got actually 4 plus 2 because I've got Tribal, Odette, Pharaoh, Yggdrasil, and for some reason I have 2 more because we've got Tuto Master plus Anti-Tribal, which qualified from the qualification stage. So this time I think that I've got as many AIs as Unfree does. Okay, so I assume that you can see the bracket. So we've got 8 groups. The AIs having won their winners bracket will be splitted amongst the 8 groups. It means that, for example, Shadow and Rehoboam won't face each others in the final stage round 1, but it definitely can happen in the next stage, of course. And we've got 4 groups which give 2 spots. 1 spot for the winner from the winner bracket and 1 spot from the loser bracket. It's the case of Group B, Group D, Group F and Group H. So the AIs from the loser bracket is symbolized by a grey star. So we've got the yellow bag, which contains the AIs from the winner bracket, and we've got that bag. I don't remember the name of the color, this color in English. Maybe you can help me. And we've got the blue bag, which will tell us which group is gonna be joined by the AI selected. That's how it works. Anyway, it will work the same than the previous dose. So I don't know what you think about the different groups. The 20 AIs were seeded regarding their performances during the previous seasons of the Davis Cup. So it's supposed to be fair. I mean, Group A is with Barbarian, Snake, Doomsday. Snake and Doomsday are not among the strongest AIs, so let's say that the Group A is, of course, scary because we've got Barbarian, but the AIs which is gonna be in that group can definitely get victories against Snake and Doomsday, in my opinion, regarding the one having been qualified. Okay, I will decrease the music, sorry about this. Okay, that should be better, I think. Okay, I'll just stop that music. Give me a second. Okay, that should be definitely better because there is no music anymore. Okay, anyway, I need a background, so that should be fine. Okay, so I suggest us to start the toast. So first I will select the group and then I will select the AI each time. Okay, so the first AI which will be taken is from the winner bracket, and this is for the group E with Prometron and Brute Force. That could be funny to have Morrigan in that group because Brute Force is made by Cheese on Toast, and Cheese on Toast participated to the creation of Morrigan with Kimberly. Okay, so I move the bag just to shuffle the AIs. So here we go, group E. Okay, we've got the general. So Leaf, you already know your opponents, Prometron and Brute Force. Oh, and this bag is the what I call the rubbish dump, if you see what I mean. Group A with Barbarian. Okay, so I personally would like to have one of the strongest AI in that group to challenge Barbarian already at this stage of the final stage round 1. What I could say is Barbarian sometimes lost games in Davis Cup, but it happened only against 3 AIs. It was Maya, Tribal and Yggdrasil. Those 3 AIs are the only one having won a single game or more against Barbarian. So we want to see Barbarian sometimes lose, and it would be cool to see a strong AI against Barbarian. So that's gonna be from the winner bracket AIs. Immortal. Okay, let's say that it's already really interesting. So Immortal Barbarian. I would say that Snake and Doomsday are already gonna play for the 3rd place, which won't be for the qualification, of course. Yes, I'm really happy with this. I wanna see if you got any reaction. So guys, Immortal versus Barbarian, isn't it great? Well, I think so. I think that, yeah, Kimberly, I agree. That's really cool. Group C. Okay, Group C, we've got 1 spot remaining with Illuminati, Subjugator and Odette. So maybe Morrigan with Subjugator, that would be cool. Boom. Okay. Okay, so it can be close, I would say. Of course, if we've got the same version of Boom having participated to the qualification stage. But maybe we can have an updated version of Boom, which could work closer than what it offers in the definitive edition. That would make Boom pretty strong. But at this stage, I would say that actually it could be close between those four AIs. So Group C is already pretty interesting. Okay, let's continue. Group H, okay, with Yggdrasil and Mininote. Mininote being one more AI made by Unfersteel. Actually, we've got Mininote, Unfersteel, Viper, Juggernaut, Snake, Doomsday, which are the 6 AIs from Unfersteel, the scripter. Okay, so Group H, so the star is yellow, so it concerns an AI from the winner bracket. Shadow, okay, Shadow, Yggdrasil, Mininote. Scary, I would say, for Yggdrasil. Let's see. I just want to check if everything is fine. Yes. Group B, Juggernaut, Eagle's Revenge, plus Panda Tuto. Okay. I would say that Eagle Revenge is probably gonna suffer from Panda Tuto, because Revenge is an AI which go for a fast castle Eagles, and if it won't train Eagles, it can potentially train Pikemen, but of course Pikeman sucks against Panda Tuto, of course. So let's say that Panda already have some points just because it will face Eagle's Revenge. And Juggernaut can potentially be a good challenger against Panda Tuto. Okay. Group B from the loser bracket. Okay, so we'll have Group B completed. We've got actually Juggernaut, Eagle Revenge, Panda Tuto, and let's see. And Rage. Okay, so Panda Tuto and Rage didn't face each other in the qualification stage. Rage did a great match against Boom. I remember it managed to win one game during the match, and then it won every single match 2-0. So it's definitely a good AI, which does have some opportunities in the Group B. So we are actually at the elf of the toss. We've got already 3 AIs actually selected, and we've got 6 remaining AIs. Group F from the lower bracket with Maya and Dedrick. Both of those AIs are made by Amalon. Maya being pretty strong, especially in Davis Cup. Okay, Esty Tuto Master. Well, it can be interesting. Maya and Dedrick used to go for skirmishers. So it's gonna be interesting to see my micro against those AIs. But I think that Maya is probably stronger anyway. Group D with Zeord and Pharaon, an AI from the lower bracket. And that's gonna be Firex. Group H with Yggdrasil, Mininote and Shadow, so I think that everyone know already who is the AI which is gonna be taken from the bag. It's of course Thermopylae. So Marathon, what do you think about Thermopylae in the Group H? It needs to be prepared to a tower rush and a crazy skirmishes micro. At least Thermopylae showed that it can be pretty strong against Fast Castle Knights AIs like Mininote would do. So we've got three remaining AIs. The first one in is for the group D with Zeord, Pharaon, Firex, and Valkyrie Warrior. Okay. I would say that Group D should be really close between those four AIs. And so we've got two remaining AIs. We've got the Morrigan. And who is the second one? Oh, it's anti-tribal, okay. So anti-tribal and the Morrigan. Well, I would like to see the Morrigan in the group F. And anti-tribal facing tribal, why not? So let's see. Group G. The Morrigan, okay. And then, of course, Group F, anti-tribal. Okay, so here we go, man. The toss is made. So here, oh well, it doesn't appear. Okay. So this is the final result of the toss. Well, I admit, Marathon, that Thermopylae is really unlucky. That's gonna be pretty hard for your AI. Sorry about this. So it won't gonna be best of 3. This time it's gonna be 4 games played. 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4. So it can potentially offer 4 points each match. And at the end, if we've got a tie between 2 AIs, we will have a tie break in 2v2. In case we've got 3 AIs which are tie, that way we'll have a tie break 2v2v2 and potentially a 2v2v2v2 in case the whole AIs are all in a tie, but it shouldn't happen or it would be absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's a point system. So 2 AIs will be qualified from each group for a final stage round 2, which will be 4 groups with 4 AIs each, and then we will have a single elimination system with the 16 best AIs to the final. Okay, so I will take a few days break and I should be here for Sunday, I think. Sunday I can start the match of the final stage, and at the very beginning I will show some statistic made by Interlepus to start the final stage, which can be considered as a new tournament, I would say. And then I will talk to you about the betting challenge, which will offer the opportunity to the viewers and scripters to bet for the results of the match we are going to be played in the final stage. So it's a competition between us inside of the competition between AIs. So it's something which was already existing during the Davis Cup 4, then the Davis Cup 5, and I would say that it was quite funny, so I will introduce it this Sunday. Well, thank you for having watched. I will update the bracket with those results, and I see you pretty soon, guys. Thank you for having watched.